one new place down. Didn't feel like actually filming because there's nothing really to film. The Toys R Us NEX is contracted with them, and unfortunately it's basically Macy's 2.0. Very, very bad. Oh well. Next up. Alright guys, so unfortunately the NEX version of Toys R Us sucked, as I've said. However, the more I think about this, the more I kind of understand what's going on and why. So, Macy's and the NEX are under contract with Toys R Us. However, they're just using the brand name, not actually Toys R Us. So it's basically still their toy store. Which kind of sucks. Which means in order for us to actually get great toys, Toys R Us has to open an actual Toys R Us store. The toys in both the Macy's and in the NEX are basically the normal toys you'd probably find locally. Because honestly, like I said, the NEX Toys R Us basically look like the Pearlridge Toys R Us and Macy's 2.0. At my store in the Air Force, Army, AFES, we actually have a better selection, which is weird. But at the same time, I also know our selection isn't as great as the selection on the mainland. If that makes sense. Because shipments and whatnot were in Hawaii. Pretty sure Alaska military bases and Alaska Macy's is pretty much the same. Hard to get any good stuff. But I wanted to clear the air a bit, tell you what I've been learning. I mean, it's not a bad thing. Honestly, I think that was the biggest problem with Toys R Us, was they were all over the place. So they overdid it for themselves. I think selling their brand to be put under other people's toy shelves is a smart idea. I mean, you'll be making some money. And you really don't have to put any work into it. At the same time, though, it kind of sucks. It is what it is, though. Hopefully I have some reviews. Welcome to Bookoff, Pearlridge. They still got some great stuff. Power Rangers take tennis. A lot of figures, a lot of statues. Holy crap. That's something you don't, two things you don't see every day. I used to like a few of those wind-up figures. And an actual Millennium Falcon, the original in a box. Garo.
Looking.
Ultimo Dragon went up in price. That's insane. Oh, the riders.
Not $80, $90 for a dinosaur one. Oh, come on.
Some Power Rangers. You know, you really never know what you'll find. Visiting Bookoff. Either Bookoff. That's literally why I like stopping by. Usually we don't find anything. Okay, so usually you don't want to find anything, but you do end up finding stuff. I kind of would like to get the Maleficent Mirrorverse. Just to kind of have I won't lie, there are some stuff that I would love to get. You know, gotta check out the Star Wars. As well as the games. Honestly, I'm not sure what I'm looking for. There are a ton of games I'm looking for, though. I haven't played Gun Griffin in a long time. It was a pretty good game, though.
Only the original one will be on Netflix. That's good. Yeah, the remakes on Amazon Prime. There's two. So that's the anime. That's the movie. This one.
I do have to say it's pretty hard when it comes with pops now.
For the movie. Yeah, you're watching back to back. You watch the film and this if you watch this and this is just a recap of the show. It's more so there for clarification. It's not like main story points. Yeah, but yeah. Just watch the anime.
Especially now since I'm pretty selective.
It's $100.
Yes, thanks.
I got stuff done.
The camera trailer for X-Men movie.
Definitely a lot of new good pops are coming out as well. So this week I really didn't find too much things. Couple DVD sets, couple Star Wars characters. But I still need to buy a lot of things.
I found one that, but it's not all of these ones. It's a different one. It's a new one in 2020. Noah. I was right the whole time.
Life of a Collector.
Wait, where? What does it say? In the Nether. It does spawn in the Nether. I didn't know it does.
What's going on, guys? So, yeah, things didn't really turn out really great with this toy hunt. But I do have a very small reveal for you guys. A couple DVD sets. So Bookoff actually So I did have this set, not the complete set, but this part of the set. A while back, I got rid of it because I didn't think I'd have room for it. But now that I'm putting my DVDs in the cases, for a while now I've been wanting to collect this set. And Bookoff had seasons 1 and 2. So and the price was pretty great. I couldn't say no. So yeah, I started Once Upon a Time, Season 1 and Season 2. For those of you who don't know what Once Upon a Time is, it is all the Disney fairy tales where a curse has brought them into our world and has taken away all of their I wouldn't say knowledge, but has changed basically who they are. It's a pretty great story. For some reason I thought there were 8 seasons. Apparently there's only 7. So I do have seasons 1 and 2, and I did order seasons 3 and 4 through eBay. So those are definitely coming in. I really can't wait for I definitely love a lot of the Disney stuff. Not everything, especially not a lot of the new animated series. But some of the comics, the books, the TV series, the old animations, you know, DuckTales, Darkwing Duck, Rescue Rangers, Gargoyles. And truthfully, this is definitely one series I need in my collection. This and Grimm. Excuse me. So, like I said, I do have 3 and 4 coming in through eBay, which literally leaves 5, 6, and 7. 3 more. I think they're 5 discs each. It's a lot of space. But in these binders, there's a lot of space. Honestly, I don't know what else I do want as far as TV series goes. I do know I want Manimal, want Automan. I kind of want Street Justice. Little by little, I'm going through a lot of the series I used to watch and I do watch. It's definitely hard. There are a lot of great shows. But there's not a lot of shows that I want in my collection. If I can find the DVDs for the Marvel series and the Star Wars series, I would definitely collect them. But again, that is a lot of series. There is one TV series I would love to pick up. Unfortunately, it's not here in America. And that is Misfits of Science. I think they made a DVD set for Europe. There is a TV movie series I would love to get. I forget what it's called, but it's basically, what if all the animals turn against us humans? Yeah. It's been a long week. There are definitely a lot more cartoon series I need to get. A lot more movies I need to get. I really doubt the DVD collection will be complete anytime soon. Besides that, we did pick up a couple more Star Wars Black Series figures. Zoran Bliss. Not a huge fan of the character, but I'm a pretty big fan of Curry Russell. And the character itself, fits in with what I'm trying to do with the Star Wars shelf. So yeah, I'm glad I got to pick up this character. It wasn't one of the characters I was going to pick up, but in the end, it's one of the characters I like. That completes the collection. Besides that, we have Night Sister Marion. She will be next to Kira. So she does have... Zoran Bliss has 2 old-fashioned guns. She has a knife and a spear and some magical things. So I definitely wanted a Night Sister. And since she is a former Night Sister that kind of leaves the coven, it works well. So with Zoran Bliss and Greedle, my third row is just missing 1 character. And I have to wait for the Black Series to make that character. The Assassin from Phantom Menace. And then with Marion, we have 3 spots in or open in line 4. That's going to be up front. And one of that spot is already taken. Just have to wait for Hasbro to make that character into a Black Series. There's definitely a lot of characters I would love to get. Well, Sith-wise. Also today, the 4th, February 4th, we got to pre-order, if you were lucky to get into it, Lord Starkiller. This is just great. Finally, Starkiller's Sith Lord version has come to the Black Series. That will be, I guess, released in July. But it looks insane. And yes, that will be my Sith, or in my Sith collection. I was able to get it pre-ordered. April is the Inquisitor, We still need a few more Inquisitors. They just announced the vintage version of the 11th brother, but we don't have that for the Black Series. I think there is 12 Inquisitors, and then a few that's not even named Inquisitors, but are Inquisitors, like Marok. But basically, my Sith shelf, I really don't know how. So I was thinking the original in the back. But if we're honestly waiting on Inquisitors, they should be up front. And the first ones into battle should be the Inquisitors. But to me, I'm really feeling the idea of the first row up front, where you get to see Dark Sidious, Count Dooku, his apprentice. I'm blank on the name right now. Darth Maul. That's 4. Vader, Lord Starkiller, Ben, Kylo Ren. That's 7. Of course, in that row will be Revan, 8. Truthfully, as a fan, that's what I want to see up front and first. So I guess we'll see. We got a couple months to think about this. We got to go through the Cobra officers for G.I. Joe Classifieds first. We'll see what happens. But that is my idea of having a entire shelf. Sith Lords, Sith Knights, Inquisitors, and a very special edition. Let's see where we put that one. But anyway, guys, That's it. 2 Star Wars Black Series figures to finish one shelf, or get one shelf closer to being finished. Restarting an incredible DVD collection. And yeah, someday we're going to definitely go through my TV series, my cartoon series, my movies, my Disney, just as we've done everything else. In fact, why not add on to this by going through my import DVD collection, imported movies. So stay tuned. That might be very, very soon. Possibly tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great week, great weekend. Be safe. Aloha.